Welcome to Bizchicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bizchicks TV. This is the place for tips, tools, strategies, and everything that you need to take the hassle out of your hustle so that you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. So every Tuesday, the digital diva is in the house. Terry Johnson, online from New York City, is here right now to give us the latest and the greatest in digital and social media marketing. So get ready, get your pen, something to write with, take notes with, and then we're going to hear and do. Learn and do. We're not just going to hear all about this. She's going to show you some things, and then we're going to put it into action. So TJ, take it away.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of Marketing Talk, where we talk about all things marketing, market strategy, tips, tools, all the things you need to help you grow a business online today. And, we always say today because things always change, but they're really changing now because of AI. So, I always bring you stuff about AI, and we've been talking about it a lot. And this is something it's not new. It's been talked about, but I don't know if everybody knows about it, but we're going to talk about it because of OpenAI. They released their app for Sora last week. Sora, it's in the App Store. I haven't downloaded it. I'm not sure if it's invite only or there's some kind of restriction with
I did not get my invitation accepted yet. It is invite only.
Okay, so it is invite only, right?
Yeah.
So it's
so
invite only.
We're still waiting.
And you have to, I believe you have to have the pro version.
I don't know. I have
to double check.
I'm going to go in here and see if maybe they activated me.
Yeah, go ahead and see. But what it is that OpenAI has taken Sora. Remember, Sora was their AI text to video feature that was web only when it came out earlier this year. I can't remember the dates. I'm real fuzzy on dates, everybody. I just remember it comes out.
Sora was out.
Was it last year or this
year?
I
think Sora was last year, but and since then, oh my gosh, everybody is doing video.
Right. So since then we've had I know Google came out with the VEO version that was earlier this year that everybody went crazy for, because what's happening, and if you remember, I said these AI tools would get better, faster. I probably said like this, like the $6 million man, better, faster, stronger. It's happening. And what's happening is that it is quicker than ever. It is so fast, but technology has always been a fast mover. It's always been fast, but it's supersonic fast now. So now OpenAI has their their app that they made it mobile, and I believe it's invite only. Forgive me on the details.
Yes, it's invite only. I'm waiting on my invite code.
Okay, so Fran has went ahead. I haven't looked at it yet, as to get the app and ask for my invite and everything like that. But it has been given to some creators. I'm not sure the process of who got what, but there are some people that have it, and there is one person that I've seen it on, people have shit. I've seen them talking about it on LinkedIn. I've seen them on X talking about it. But I went to my YouTube and I saw Casey Neistat. I think that's his name, Casey Neistat. If you don't know him, he is a YouTuber from way back. Like, he's been making videos for years, and he was in New York making it. And he came how he got my attention is he did videos going around New York City, like on a skateboard. Like, he would just go on a skateboard and film and do all of these crazy things and all these crazy videos. Then he moved to California and he started doing, videos out there. But now he's back. He moved back to New York for a while. And then he's shown the saga of his life. He got married. He's had a daughter. Da 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 da. So he talks about YouTube video process, the process of creating videos, the process of all of that. Because I don't even know if I would call him a videographer. He's a YouTuber. He's a creator. He makes videos, and he's been very good at making videos in his style. Like when he first was on the scene with YouTube, everybody tried to copy his style. Like that was like, oh, I'm gonna do Casey Neistat style videos. Same thing they did with Mr. Beast. Oh, we're gonna make, they copy the popular person. And I talked about that with Gary, like Gary Vaynerchuk. Everybody tried to do his style on Instagram or wherever because they think it's the style. It's not the style, it's the personality. That's really what is successful. So you can't be Casey Neistat, you can't be Mr. Beast, you can't be Gary. You have to be you. And that has to attract who it attracts. In their case, they have millions of subscribers, millions of followers. That's great. I love it. But you're not going to duplicate their success because they are them and you are you. We've talked about that. But that's just a little bit background on Casey Neistat. So he did a video last week called AI Slop. Now, I might have mentioned that term before. I'm trying to remember if I did, if we talked about it on the Friday show, because some of the, social media updates or something about AI slop. I think I might have mentioned it here.
You did. You mentioned AI slop,
right? So
but you didn't mention it.
Right,
with his name.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about like the details of it or the design of it, but because of the Sora app. And because I saw this video by Casey Neistat, which I will play, by the way, because he explains it really well. I was like, I don't need to talk about it. It's like 7 minutes. I'm not going to play the whole 7 minutes, but we're going to look at it and you'll get to see, his style and how he talks. And he's looking at it through the eyes of the Sora app. And I said, well, we need to talk about it because this is what's happening. Even though we don't have the app, there are other text to video tools. It's just that Sora gets talked about. It's just that the Google VO gets talked about because of the way that the content is made, that it is not 2022 content where the video was, they had 6 fingers and 8 fingers and it had 3 eyes and they looked like Picasso's. That is gone. And I remember making fun of that. I was like, I remember saying I'll never make images using AI tools. I actually remember saying that because I was like, it doesn't make realistic images. But as you can see, I made my video on Friday for the tech show. Those are AI images. The people in them, because the tools have evolved. Plus, I put the time and the work into working on it over and over. I didn't just spit that out like, oh, here's one thing. Text the video, I make an image of a Black entrepreneur walking down the street, that, whatever I typed in, and I instantly got something that was 100% presentable. No, it took a long time to get to that fine tuning. And I say that because a part of this AI slop process is that people aren't doing that. They're just making a thing and taking it at face value and posting it. That's really the AI slop in a nutshell. Okay, so that's like the kind of basis of what we're going to talk about.
Oh, okay. So it's not necessarily the AI that's slop. It's the people being sloppy with
garbage
AI.
In. Remember that? Garbage in, garbage out. That's an old tech saying from way back. Way back before when the internet first started. It's an old term. Oh, I didn't have the comments. Let me see. Hey.
How you doing, Fred? Yes, so it is people being sloppy with AI.
Yes, and it comes out of, and like I always call it, like I see it, it comes from laziness. And we've talked about content, and I've talked about content being made because of the AI tools before this. We even had a whole thing where I said content was a commodity like sugar and electricity. And this, remember we had that conversation
Yep.
that it was just going to be throw anything together because it was so easy to create. And
And so,
I use those terms, flour and sugar, eggs, blah, 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 because those items are commodities. They're readily available and they're not branded. I mean, you can buy the store brand sugar. You can buy the store brand flour. Some people prefer the brand name. But what I'm saying is that every cook or baker takes those same ingredients, and guess what? Does everything that comes out when you make a cake, is it 100% a masterpiece? It depends on
oh,
the person making it,
yep.
right?
Depends on the chef. Oh, that's a good
It depends
article.
on the chef, because we have restaurants here in New York City. We have tons of restaurants. They're all different levels, grade, Michelin stars.
Mm-hmm.
Why is one restaurant a 1 Michelin star, or the other one's a 3, or one's a not, or one's a fast food? You see what I'm saying? It's all because of the intention of the chef, the intention of, and there's so many factors, but they all use restaurant. They all buy their supplies from the restaurant supply companies. There's different ones. What do they buy? Flour, sugar, eggs. They buy all of those things. And it's not, well, I need the brand name King off the, I'm just throwing it out. King off the flour. I could use store flour.
Yeah, Fred says lots of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter content.
Yes, that's where we are. And I've talked about this so many times. I'm trying to remember if I said it, that we were going to get to this part where content was just going to be content. It was just going, because everybody could make it before. And this, Casey makes the point in his video with film, with the Hollywood industry and making films and movies. But we could always make content, even when the internet started. We started doing things in the 90s of, making storefront, all of those blogs, and we could always make content. It was that the on-ramp, the process could have been a little difficult in the beginning, but it was doable. Now it is effortless. It is instantaneous with AI tools. You don't even have to go to OpenAI, ChatGPT. You can go to Meta or wherever your favorite place is, and there's a place, there's a tool, there's an option. Oh, you want to make some content? Use our AI tool. It's everywhere. Does that mean that the content is great? Does that mean that the content is the right fit for the right platform, for the right people? No. But there are a lot of people who are just making content because, getting back to, like I said about the YouTubers and Gary, they think it's the tool, and it's not. So now here we are, we're getting more tools. There's more tools coming out.
But the people still can't cook. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I know how to bake a cake, but sometimes I don't want to bake a cake. Maybe I want to buy a cake from. I'm thinking there's a baker here called Make My Cake that's really famous. There's a couple other people that they make these great tasting cakes like consistently, and they have bakeries and stuff. Sometimes I want to buy professionally baked cake. Sometimes I want to bake a cake. I have the ingredients, but is my cake on the level of a, the professional baker that's famous? Not really, but it's made. See, that's what I mean. The process of making content is here. Is it good? That's what we need to talk about. Okay, so Fred has some more. Thank you, Fred. Fred has some comments.
Hey,
And Dr.
Dr.
Tati's here.
Tati's here. Fred said easy bake content. The easy
Yes.
bake oven.
Yes, I love. I love my easy bake, but did it make a great cake? But you're a 6-year-old, you're a chef, you're a baker. Look, mama. And your mom or dad goes, yeah, that's great.
You know that cake didn't taste good. Tastes like mud. Okay.
It tastes like I don't even want. Okay, so thank you for that easy bake content. Yes, you guys are all getting it. You're all getting it. So now back to why I call this the junk, and I'm going to talk about why I call it AI junk. They call it AI slop. I don't like that word. I like the junk, and I'm going to explain to you why I call it junk. But I saw this video, so let me bring it up. It's Casey, and he explains it very well. It is I think it's 7 minutes. And do I have it? Yes, I have it. Okay, let me share. And let me get back to okay, I want to make it. Yeah, I'm trying. Hold on, guys. I got so many windows. I'm trying to make this to where we can see it a little better. How's that? Better?
That's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now I want to take it back. And this is called so it's Casey Neistat channel here at the bottom. It's called Sora, the all AI TikTok clone will slop in creativity. So, they're calling it slop. So I'm going to play it. Let me know if you can hear it.
I'm not pointing a camera at anyone. Sora will grab B-roll while we drive. Traffic, and you're supposed to be driving, not training an AI. It just makes video. I'm not pointing a camera at anyone. Sora will grab B-roll while we drive. Why not? It runs fine on my phone.
Is that crazy?
OpenAI, that is the ChatGPT people, they made a TikTok clone where every video is AI.
Like booting Sora right now, are you? Why not? It runs.
Introducing iPhone Micro, the most compact.
You know that Sora has this feature where.
But the AI videos are all with real people. My analysis, we are so completely fucked.
Step away from the trunk for me. What have you got in the bag?
Stop! Drop the plaques!
They're mine! Put them down right now!
These are all AI videos.
My husband, he made those! You can't do that!
Just think, Patrick, this place just goes on forever.
So it looks and it feels like TikTok, but all of the content is pure AI slop. This is slop. And this is AI slop. Just an endless dribble of computer-generated nonsense that no one cares about. Ugh. But here's what makes the slop different and maybe more terrifying on the Sora app. When you first log into the app, you scan your face in like you do on an iPhone for Face ID. Then you can actually put yourself in the slop. Casey as a 1970s F1 driver winning a race.
Can't believe it. We actually pulled it off. Winner of the Grand Prix, everyone!
But wait, there's more. I can tag my friends.
Okay, let me pause it. Because did you see what he typed in? Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
So that's text to video inside the Sora app, and that's what he got.
So, okay.
Can't believe it. We
Go
actually.
ahead.
Well, because there are other apps that do that.
Right. Yes.
There are lots of other apps that do that.
Yes.
I think Sora just wrapped it all up in a nice little package.
It's a TikTok. Why he called it a TikTok clone is it you open. He's gonna explain it further. You open the app, and okay, let's let it play.
Pulled it off. Winner of the Grand Prix, everyone!
But wait, there's more. I can tag my friends in my slop, and I can make slop of my friends or my friends and me or whoever. Casey chooses Colin in the bachelor dating game.
From the first day we met, I knew there was something different about you. Tonight, after everything we've shared, my heart's telling me where it belongs. I want you in my life. Will you accept this rose?
Are you serious?
From the first day we met, I knew there was something different about you.
I chose you in the bachelor.
I love this. My heart's telling me where it belongs. I want you in my life. Will you accept this rose?
How much time are you guys spending on the Sora app?
Too much.
Too much.
Too much.
Way too much.
It's all I want to do.
And you don't think that like the AI slopness of it's gonna get boring?
No,
I think
because
this
it'll
one
get better.
Yeah.
But you don't think people are gonna get sick of the fact that it's AI?
No. Because it's yourself. You're inserting yourself into anything.
Yeah.
Like it's me being able to do everything I've wanted since I was a kid.
Oh man, what does this say for the future?
It's f***ing over.
Yeah, it's over.
So there are some obvious concerns.
Pause it. Okay, there's a couple more things I wanted to show. But did you understand what he did? Because when you use the app, I think he explains it. When you download the app, you have to scan your face in. So you scan your face in, your friends download the app, they scan their faces in, and then it connects it. You know how the apps go, oh, your friends, find your friends. So you're connecting your friends all in the Sora app, and now you get to make videos with them because they scan their face. It's remember the Bitmo and in Snapchat, you could do this in Snapchat with the Bitmoji. When you made a Bitmoji in Snapchat, and then your friends made the Bitmoji. In Snapchat, I can make stories with me and the friends in Bitmoji form, doing all kind of things. So they've kind of taken that kind of concept and it's in Sora. So I don't need, like, you and I could make a video. I could make a video of you and I doing whatever I want because you've put your face in the app. Do you understand that?
Yeah, okay. So it sounds to me like if I don't want to connect and play with anybody, I don't have to give them, access to my contacts like normal.
Well, I'm not sure if that's an option.
I think it's an option, but it's just like on TikTok wanted to have access to my content and I was on my contacts, and I said no.
Well, see, here's the thing, because you and I are on the outside, we haven't gotten in. He's gotten in.
We don't know yet. We're not in the in crowd.
Right. I'm not sure if it's mandatory for you to scan your face. It might not be, but he's showing the process of you, because he was saying his wife downloaded the app, she had to scan her face, you put it in, it asks you for your contacts, your friends, you put them in, and I'm pretty sure they might have to agree, but Fred has a comment.
Fred says, if your friends jump off the AI bridge, does that mean you will too?
Yes, because if you've now see, that's what I'm saying. We don't have the details of what the level of consent is, because he's doing it with his friends. They've obviously consented on both sides. I don't know what the level is inside the app, but once you do that, you can make stuff and it's in the app and it's TikTok like, and it's probably some privacy and probably some public. So if you make yours public, it goes into the main feed like TikTok.
Yeah, Fred said, mommy, they won't play with me.
Okay, so I just wanted to stop so you can see that was the interaction with him and the two guys. And I love that they said that they were so fascinated with the app.
And yeah,
they're fascinated, and they're a different age group, so they're fascinated with it. So if you can imagine what the TikTok kids are doing, because they're a little older than I think Casey's millennial or whatever, but they are
okay, so does this mean that the people on TikTok are going to have to come over to Sora too? They're going to have to leave that house?
I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. TikTok people like TikTok. They might like Sora. I don't know. That's one of the things to come. There's a few more. I'm gonna play a few more minutes of it because I think there's something else.
It's like, bullying. If kids use this to make videos of their friends without their consent, they misrepresent their friends. You have people saying things they otherwise maybe wouldn't say. And when my wife first got the app, she typed in, what would it look like if I got Botox?
Right, tiny poke right here. A little bit of Botox going in.
Not bad at all.
Look
how big that needle is.
Tiny needle, quick pinch. A little pressure here. A little nervous, but excited.
Now, she's a grown adult, so that's not that big of a deal. But when I think, like, what if... Oh, sorry. But what would it look like if my...
Skip a little further.
From the dawn of cinema until like 1980, it was really hard to make content.
I think making pictures is easy. Back in the 30s, it was a grind.
You needed the idea, an education, you needed money, you needed gear.
These cameras weighed 100 pounds and hummed like jet engines.
Filmmaking expertise, you needed actors or subjects, you needed a film crew, and you needed some way to distribute it.
How did that movie ever get into theaters?
Because of all that, the amount of content being made was small.
A lot of really important movies were made then.
And the amount of good content being made was much smaller.
These kinds of movies rarely got made.
Then in the 80s, everybody had cable and a lot more stuff was being made, but the amount of good stuff being made, still small. Then in the mid-2000s, a cataclysmic shift.
The video sharing website YouTube was invented and launched this very day.
YouTube meant not needing a ton of money, no film school. Most importantly, you didn't need distribution.
All it takes is a single click. Watch.
No crew, no expertise. You only needed an idea, something to record it on, and usually some people to help.
Ow! Charlie, that really hurt!
Then you throw TikTok in and you barely need anything to create. The top of the funnel got huge, but the quality of the content... Removing these friction points from filmmaking or content creation, it makes self-expression available to everyone, and I love that. But what happens when you remove the entire process? What happens when all you have to do is like type a couple words in from your bed in a dark room and click a button and it gives you a piece of video and then you share it and then you do that 1,000 times a day? If all you have to do today is type those words into an app and click a button and it gives you a TikTok video in 1 second, then like YouTube can't be far behind where you just type in the YouTube video you want to see, you push the button and boom.
Okay, quit your job for 100 grand. Last person off the island keeps it. Buy every seat on a plane, give away. Post, come on, post. Good. Next one, build the biggest vending machine that gives away cars and...
How many years away from Netflix? You just type in like
Jason Bourne moon landing and go.
Generating.
That's wild.
What is the long term here? What does it look like when the funnel is so big?
Look over the funnel. Look at this thing. It looks like somebody dropped a giant stainless steel funnel. I can't see. Slop all over us.
There's so much just slop. And what does the bottom of the funnel become?
There's gold getting lost in slop.
Am I overthinking all this, or are we starting to turn a corner where...
Thank you to the Academy. Thank you so much. I also want to thank Slop. I love you, Slop.
Where slop starts to overwhelm or displace actual creativity.
Okay, I'm going to stop it there. It's almost done. Like it's 7 minutes. So I'm going to put the link in there. Let me take this off. And we got small again. There we go. So first of all, while you're talking, I'm gonna get the link so you guys can watch it because it's very jump cutty, is very jumpy, and he did a lot of Sora videos inside of this YouTube video. And did you notice that Sora puts a floating watermark, which I love?
Yeah, right. So there's that. But then, what did you say earlier today? The chef makes the difference.
Yes,
it's going to be the person that it's going to be the person that has Sora that's going to make the difference, whether it's going to be slop or not.
Right.
If the person is sloppy, well, then we're going to get slop. But I can see how you can use it for business.
Right.
You don't have to use it for slop.
Well, that's yeah, I understand that, but see, this is the part that I agree with him, is because there are so many people that don't care about that they will just make junk, and that's what will happen. So when anybody makes content and they throw it up, they don't care what it is. That's why they call it slop. It's going to choke the feeds. So making great content for us will be harder to be seen, discovered in this feed of all of them making slop, because people are going to like that content. You understand what I'm saying?
I get that, but I think on the other side of it, if people want my content, they're gonna follow me.
Right. But that's right. But it has to be seen in the feed first. It has to be seen somewhere first. So
right. So
organically it's going to be harder. That's my point. Organically it's going to be harder.
So do we know how the algorithm will work? I don't know.
It will work the same as it will. It's just that it's going to be harder because there's more of the junk.
Yeah.
See?
So that means you're going to have to do more to stand out.
Yes and no. It's going to be harder organically. There's always paid, so there's that. You may have to do paid to get seen, and then
yeah. Fred said the chef, the cook, the person looking how to turn the oven on. The chef, the cook, and the person looking how to turn the oven on. More junk.
Right, more junk. So
I mean, because TikTok has got a lot of junk now. So I'm like,
yes, but it's not AI. A lot of it is not AI generated. It's mostly kids or people jumping, filming, real people filming.
But it's still junk, is my point.
Yes, but now that you don't have to put, that's why I wanted to show the part where he was talking about making films that you had to have so many things before, and then YouTube came along and you could remove some of the things like distribution. Now AI takes away the fact that you don't need equipment. You don't need a camera because it's text to video, which means that more people will make more content, and there will be a level of people who don't care. There will be people who care about the quality, but there'll be more people that don't care about the quality because it's so easy to make. Mass production is really mass production of content.
Right. So Fred said authenticity will be key.
Yes.
Authenticity
yes, it will.
And quality.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. But what I always look at is being seen through the noise. It's like when we were on Twitter and everybody's main complaint about Twitter was there's so much tweets. How do I get seen? And that was because people were making tweets. Now we're in the part where it was harder to make content because there were so many things you had to do. Like let's say with making a TikTok video, you had to have a camera, you had a light, you had to do your script, you had to, some people want to set up a scene, some people want to do all that. You don't have to do any of that anymore because Sora, YouTube. I love the fact that he threw in there about Netflix AI. That could be a thing. What kind of movie you want to see? Netflix lets you make your movie because there's no need to set up a camera. There's no need to put on a costume. There's no need to put on, whatever the thing that was put on to make content before.
Well, Fred says sheep don't care who feed them.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're being authentic, so you will stand out if you are authentic and have quality. And right now, your view count is seen on TikTok. How? Because you still have to cut through the noise of TikTok even now, but now it'll be AI cutting through. So if your stuff is no good and nobody wanted to see it now, it's still going to be nobody wants to see it.
So I had my assistant define AI slop, and one of the things that was mentioned was it's akin to spam in the textual domain. Content made cheaply in volume, often to attract attention, add clicks, search rankings, or engagement, not to meaningfully communicate. The slop term means something sloppy, undigested, thrown together. It emphasizes a lack of care, polish, depth, on human curation. And this isn't limited text, it's image, video, mixed media, whatever the media that we're going to make. Let me see. Okay.
So
here's another point. Well, this is kind of like on the technical side that content trained on prior AI slot will degrade models, creating a feedback loop of lower quality output. And that is kind of a thing because the models use the content that's created. So I kind of understand that.
Fred?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fred says, this all depends on your goals. AI content will only go so far. In my field, the equipment is still game. It's still game. This is why I do not call myself a content creator.
Right. And this is it. And you're right.
Content slop junk reminds me when Fred Sanford cooked meals.
And he would put the meals and put it down, and his tell his son to sit down and eat. He was like, I'm not eating that slop. You're right, Fred. I remember that. But here's the point that Jessica brought up. Why it matters. Because this shift, and we haven't shifted yet. I'm just saying, this is all because the Sora app is not worldwide yet. It's just in a few content creators' hands. It has not happened yet. And you're right, Fred. You will need your equipment. I'm not saying that's going away. It's just I'm looking at the thing that's coming on the other side of the Sora app and the other apps to come, because Sora is not the end. It's not the end. We're still at the beginning of whatever app is coming to make content. So here it is. Why does it matter? This shift affects culture. Repetition replaces originality. Parody replaces nuance. Discovery. Search engines and feeds drown in uncurated synthetic media. Trust. It becomes harder to distinguish real creators from automated noise. That point right there just made me remember there was a story that came out last week. I have not looked too deeply into it, but in Hollywood, there's a controversy going on over an actress. Let me see if I can look real quick. So there's an actress named Tilly. What was the name?
Dr. Tachi, I think she reported on it Friday.
Yes. What's the name? Is she here?
Yeah, I think so. Dr.
Here?
Tachi, what was the name of the actress?
It was something. I wasn't going to talk about it, but just reading that, I just remember. But what the controversy is that everybody's upset about this new actress because she's AI. And she looks like a real actress. They can make her do any kind of scene they want. Tilly something. So now there's a big discussion about the morals and ethics of it. Should it be done? I'm like, the woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's being done, and it's the beginning of it. To where this is where AI going, and we could say slop or this or that, but it's a wave. It's a tidal wave that's coming to shore. It's way back over there. But it's coming. There's nothing to stop it. Is she here? I'm trying to remember the name of the.
I'm looking it up now.
Altman? Is it Altman?
Tilly Norwood.
Norwood. That's it. Thank you. That's it. So I heard of it. I didn't really deep dive into it. So I'm glad that Dr. Tachi talked about it on Friday. Here, let me bring it up so you guys. I pulled this up from Vice. Tilly, I remember it was Tilly. Okay, Tilly Norwood, the actress making Hollywood very nervous because she's perfect skin, symmetrical features. She doesn't get sick. She doesn't take off. She doesn't get temperamental. She does what they want. So the digital actress is the first creation of Particle 6 Productions, a UK-based company blending filmmaking with artificial intelligence. So they, this is the kind Tilly was built to be the kind of star studios dream about: versatile, tireless, and immune to bad press. We want Tilly to be the next Scarlett Johansson or Natalie Portman. So people are realizing that their creativity doesn't need to be boxed in by a budget. And I bring this up because, like I said before, there was a point a few years back, I said I would never use AI images because they had 6 hands. They had 2 noses, 2 heads. They look crazy. They look like a Picasso or a Dali or something. The Salvador Dali. Yes. I'm trying to remember his name. Because, they made the surrealist painters. That's how AI images came out when you wanted a real person. Today, if you want a real person, it comes out as a real person. Meet Tilly Norwood. Here she is. Okay. And I sorry I didn't hear what Dr. Tati said on Friday. I will go back and watch it. Oh, every time I switch back, it goes back small.
She said that you
yeah.
can connect with Tilly.
See that, but see, that's the discussion. But see, we're at a point where they're not looking at that. This is the slot part of it is because, and that's why I wanted to read the quote. They're looking at it as I can make this person do what I want it to do.
So Fred says a new arena to play in. Sora will be the vampire for creators. You feed it sucks up the idea and might inspire some big production company to act on it. And then he says Sora will be gold for some actual TV commercials.
Yes, they won't have to make and I've been in advertising, so I know the process. They make the commercials, and they won't need all of those people to do that to make the scene of the commercial because they have Tilly or they have Sora or they have this and that and the other. And yes, today it looks soulless. There's going to be a point when we won't tell. We won't be able to tell. Sorry, it's coming. Not here yet.
And so I can see the plus side for the actors is you don't have to do the stunts.
Yes.
And be like hurt.
Tom Cruise for his movies, he did something crazy where he jumped off a mountain or something, and with the motorcycle, I don't know, something crazy jumped out the helicopter or whatever. And the insurance company doesn't like that because they have to insure Tom Cruise or whoever for these millions of dollars. So now bringing AI, I need a death-defying stunt that Tom Cruise needs to do, but it will kill him or something like that. So how do we do it?
Right.
AI does it.
Right. And so there's the pluses and the minuses. Okay. So if you're not good at your job or you're an actor or actress that caused a lot of kerfuffle, then you might need to rethink your game because
yes, if you're a difficult actress in Hollywood, that there's a thing where that plays because of whatever reason. But now, because Hollywood is a business, they're a business. They look at the bottom line, the dollar. I don't have to pay Tom Cruise $50 million. I could do an AI lookalike for whatever it costs per person.
Now, so here's the thought. This is just, if you're going to use my likeness, you need to pay me for using my likeness.
Right.
Well, Tilly doesn't have a likeness. So
it's completely made up, so I don't have to pay anybody. But the person
but the stars,
the prompts the scenes.
But the stars, Denzel, Tom Cruise, and the people who are there, you need to pay them.
Right, but see,
just to even use the likeness.
I understand that, but see, now they're going to be, well, we don't need Denzel, we'll need somebody who kind of looks like him and not train off of him. They won't train off of him.
No, but the point I'm trying to make is if they wanted to be Denzel, they need to pay Denzel the money.
They will. Yes, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is that Gen Z, I'm looking at Gen Z and Gen Alpha. They don't connect with those older actors. So to them, it will be Tilly because they're seeing Tilly now. So they will connect with Tilly because they're seeing Tilly instead of a Denzel, who's a great actor, but to them, that's the old grandpa. So they're not going to connect with him.
Fred said QVC is in trouble.
And this is not to put Denzel, I'm not putting you down. I'm just looking at it through the eyes of Gen Alpha, and not even Gen Z. Let me stop saying, I'm looking at the eyes of Gen Alpha and is it Beta, whoever's behind them.
Dr. Tati says, yes, no more paying a 60-plus-year-old trying to be 22 doing stunts.
They will not do it because Hollywood is a business that has to have insurance to pay in case something happens to that 60-plus-year-old actor. We're not going to do that because we have a budget.
Fred said no different in connecting with cartoon characters.
Right. And instead of cartoon characters, they're going to look like Tilly. Tilly is the beginning, is what I'm saying. Tilly's the beginning, not the end.
Okay, so you know what this looks like, TJ. This is the shift between the horse and buggy
Yes.
in the car.
You get it. Yes, I
And
knew you would get it. That's it
it
exactly.
is the shift, and people better
Fran brings the phrase that connects it all. That is it. This is the horse and buggy transitioning from the horse and buggy to Ford, the first Model T coming off of the assembly line. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
The very same thing that happened, horse and buggy people seeing that first Model T going, ain't nobody want that. Ain't nobody gonna buy that. Did they? I'm just saying.
Fred said horse, buggy, bike, then car.
Yeah. So
and now EV.
Right.
Well,
So
actually, EV was back there. EV was
EV
back there.
made,
But there were some people who
they squashed it.
Right.
Yeah.
So when what I see is people who always wanted to make a movie, who have a story to tell, and they didn't have the budget to hire the actors, didn't have the budgets to do all of that, because Sora put sound effects in it too, right?
Yes.
So the person who always wanted to do a movie or tell a story or do something, they now have the equipment to do it.
Because all you need is the idea.
The chef has the knowledge.
Yes.
Of the seasonings and the ingredients and how to blend them all up. The chef has that knowledge.
Yes.
And now the chef got a tool.
Right. And see, now we're going into holiday season where people are going to start talking about Thanksgiving dinner, and people online show their meals and they're so proud of, and other people go, they go into all of that, the sweet potato pie versus the pumpkin, all of that stuff, and how my grandma made this better or my mom makes it better. It's because of the chef. And you have some people who it's all subjective. It's like, I grew up with the whole big macaroni and cheese discussion comes up of egg, no egg, flour, no flour, this, that, and the other. And everybody has their thing. And it's almost like the what is it? Is it jollof rice? Dr. Taji? There's a whole jollof. Am I saying it right? There's a whole discussion of the Nigerian one versus this one, and there's a whole war that goes on. I've seen it. I'm like, oh my God, it's the same kind of thing of who makes it better. But it's rice and the ingredients, and they talk about, well, you're supposed to put tomatoes or you're not supposed to put that whole thing that goes on. And I find it fascinating to me. There's some comments. Fred.
Dr.
Thank you,
Tachi
Fred.
said exactly. And then Fred said, this is like an honorary doctorate. I am a filmmaker, Sora. I am a producer.
You're getting it.
Sora.
Yes. Thank you, Fred. That's it. I can call myself Dr. Tachi, but I didn't do the work that Dr. Tachi did because I got an honorary doctorate. Who did? One of the housewives we talked about that did that.
It's all over
her. Yes, it's all over her Instagram. Doctor, call her doctor.
Sweetie, you're not a doctor.
We talked about. We're not gonna get into that. But Fred, you're getting it. Fred, you're correct. Yes. And I'm not saying that there's not a place for us who make authentic content. There will always be that because it's been a constant thing, even through the whole history of the internet and doing things and web 1.0 and 2.0 and 3.0 and 4.0 and what's to come. But
so I can also,
go ahead.
I was going to say, I can see this if somebody's health is failing or whatever, and they still wanted to get something out. They can talk whatever they can talk, and they can still get a video out, and it just, you know what I'm saying? It's still them in the sense of it's their idea and their thought being expressed.
So business-wise, let's look at this from the business side. Business-wise is going to be even easier to create content because I'm not going to need to set up the this and the that like the YouTube influencers or the creators. They set up and they have a room where everything is set up for the YouTube and they have a set and a light. Great. But now it's the horse and buggy moment where we're switching to the car. And some people was not happy about that car being built. So it's what I'm saying is it's like we're on a cliff and we're about to skydive off of it. That's how I see it.
Fred said a lot of people are wanting to create content but not show their face. This is that avenue. So
yes,
you
or
can
in
have,
the case of Sora, it will scan my face, and now I don't have to pose or make up or put myself in a situation where I want to make content. Say I use car salesman, and I want to have a circus thing, and I gotta get the animals, and I gotta get the monkeys and the elephant. I don't have to do that. I could just tell Sora to do it, and it puts my face in as the salesman because I scanned my face in. See, that's we're at that. I'm so glad you said that, Fran. Thank you. And you always bring the sentence that you tie it up in a sentence so perfectly. It's the horse and buggy moment, from the horse and buggy to the car, and we're there.
And the people with the horse and buggy, they was fighting like, no.
The whip manufacturer, people that made the whip, where are they? So it's a we're at that cliff.
Right. Fred said they don't want to use their face at all. All. So they create one AI Sora puppet.
And see, this is the thing. Because we're on the other side of it, not being able to get in, I don't know if you can bypass the scanning of the face. Because with Casey's video, he was explaining when his wife got it that she scanned. So I don't know if we can skip that part. I don't know.
Right. And so I know in a program called Hey Jen, when you wanted to create your digital clone, you had to certify that this is your face.
And the voice too.
And they made 11 labs. 11 labs. You had to certify that this was you and not somebody else.
You had to talk into the mic, and they matched you had to actually talk right then, and then they match it to what you uploaded, because deep fake.
And they did that on video too. On Hey Jen, they said, okay, we need you to do a video verification that this is you.
And they match.
Blah, blah, blah.
They have programs that match. There's a lot of stuff that's happening in the background of AI matching and AI recognition. And
if I were to create something for a client, the client has to be in the room to put their face and all of that, because I cannot do that on my account.
Right. But once they do that, then you can make content on their behalf because you have their permission to do so, where they can move on to do something else.
Right. But it would be in their account. I can't do it under mine.
You would have but you would have access to it granted by the business owner, because like, hey, I don't have time to make the content. Can you log into my account? I give you permission, whatever those permissions are, and you make the content because you're contracted to do business as that. So that's where I can make content as dry cleaner, Fred's dry cleaner on the corner, and Fred has done their face, and now I can, I can make content in the cleaners. I could actually take a video of the actual cleaners, Fred cleaners, and use that picture as a starting point instead of text. You can do that too. So that's a part of it. But what I want you to look at is the process of making the content, and especially in Casey's video where he laid out he had the funnel, and he talked with the little pieces of paper, and he talked about the process of because he's made videos for years, do a camera, and like I said, going around New York and on a skateboard and doing stuff. So the process is almost 0 steps now. It's just type in what you want or upload a photo as the starting point, and then type in what you want, and it makes it. And I'm saying, yes, Tilly, there's no connection. What's going on in Sora, once we get in, we'll see there's no connection. Also, I want you to realize that the younger generation, alpha, beta, this is how they grow up. So they don't care about that real person connection because they're connecting with the AI now.
Right.
That's their connection.
Right.
We grew up analog. They did not. So
this is going to be real interesting because there are more and more people connecting with AI to have conversations. Did you ever watch the movie Her?
I gotta watch it. I'm gonna make a note today. I gotta watch it because I was looking for some things to watch this weekend, and I was like, I don't have nothing to watch, and I forgot. So I will watch.
Right. So that pales in comparison to what we got now.
Even because wasn't that in that movie like 10 years old?
That movie is old.
Okay.
The movie is old, and he's talking.
I'm afraid of what if they made Her 2025.
Oh, well, they might do it because he's remember the little Huawei pin that you used to put on your clothes that had the he's talking to the device that's about that small.
Okay.
Anywho, Fred has a couple of comments.
He
says horsepower today it ain't the same as yesteryear. The new host for Popeye's Chicken, Fran Sora, love that chicken from Sora. And Dr. Tati selling honorary degrees. Sora.
I'm just we need to laugh. We really do, because I'm just the Sora announcement and the whole people trying to get in and get it to use it. It's a wave. And then I was thinking about the slop, and I like to use the word junk. And I'm gonna tell you, because I asked Jessica to explain to why do I like calling it junk? It's like because AI junk is the flood of content that looks impressive but says nothing. It's what happens when creation becomes effortless and attention disappears. Content without clarity, voices without originality, noise that drowns out the real creators. That's the point I want to drive home. Noise. We don't want the noise to drive us out with our authentic messaging and our authentic voice.
Okay. But that is the key right there. The authentic voice, because if you're again, if the cookies don't taste good, the people not showing up.
Exactly.
So.
You can Crumble can make AI stuff on the Sora and the cookies look great, but when you go to buy them and you bite into them,
them cookies are not good. Dr.
Same
Tachi
thing with
said,
the cake. Go ahead.
Not I said the cat. And then Fred said, "Oh, Bizchicks Sora show." Well, because we can have Brittany on the days that we're off.
Yes.
Brittany can come in here and hold it down.
Yes. And then don't forget that Google has that tool, Notebook LL. Is it Notebook LLM?
Notebook LM.
Where you take your information and it makes the podcast with the two people talking on it. Which I love that idea. It's just that you can't change the voices, but those are the things that you can do when you have content that is authentic and connects and has a message and needs to be here. It needs to be heard by the audience, but you don't have time to, two people sitting down and having the discussion of even this period here. Is like, okay, that's an hour that we could be doing something on our business, and we could have Brittany and Jessica discussing it in these circles.
And Fred said, Brittany not needed. Use all of your faces, which is true. We can do digital twins are having this conversation, and 11 Labs allows you to do that podcast, Terry, with two people, because I did it one time.
Oh yes, you told me. You told me, and I forgot to look at that. I forgot to look at that. You told me that.
You can do a whole podcast, and it had, I just put in there the topic I wanted to talk about, and my name as my voice, and then there was another person, you picked the other person's voice, and it was this whole conversation.
Voice. And see, here's the key to where you make it really work for your brand is you upload things that you would, you give it a file of, this is my blog post on the subject, pull from that, and then it pulls from your information, from your knowledge, instead of, the AI pulling it from the sources online. It could pull from your website or your blog or your live stream or your you know what I'm saying? You could write your stuff.
Yes.
Not even write the whole thing. You could just say, I've talked about this X, Y, and Z. Pull from my video from last week or last month or last year and make the podcast. See? You could even do that. But here's a couple of things I wanted that Jessica was saying, that you want to create with intent, of course. AI junk exists because people create without thinking. They use prompts like shortcuts, not like strategy. You rise above by doing the opposite. Use AI to research, refine, and clarify, not to copy. We said that before. Solve real audiences' problems instead of chasing trends. I say that all the time. Real people problems, because they will still, even though there's AI slop, AI junk, content made real easy, and all of this stuff is potato chips. They might want a steak meal. They might want to have a steak and a lobster meal, and you give that to them. You using the tool of your choice. We got a whole bunch of choices. And add content, insights, or lived experience that AI can't replicate. And ask yourself before you post, does this piece of content actually solve something for my audience or just add to the noise? And see, that's the key. And I think I might have mentioned this before about asking, what would my audience need to hear? What do they really need to hear? And doing a deep dive into that and throwing that into AI. Of course, with your voice, of course, and letting it come up with all of these permutations of ideas and blog posts and video scripts and whatever the content that you want to make. But see, here with this Sora is that people that don't care about that, I call them the copy and paste people. They're just going to, rubber stamp, type in, write me a blog post about whatever the subject is, and it spits out a generic post, and they post that going, well, I made content. No, that gets back to my thing about the flour, the egg, the sugar. Everybody has access to that, but is your cake a masterpiece? Is it good?
Oh, wait.
Does it taste good?
Does your cookies come out good? No.
There you go.
Crumble.
There you go. We always come back to that. So that's where we are. And thank you for saying the horse and buggy thing, because that fits.
Fred said, new show hosted by friend AI Kerfuffle.
AI Kerfuffle.
And then we have been trained to get in line for lunch in the cafeteria. Sora is the lunch lady, and we just taking it.
Thank you, Fred. You're right. And we've been indoctrinating the system. Our education system has been trained to have us do things by rote and have things to do by this and that. And now here comes AI throwing things in the mix of, well, you don't have to wait in line to go over there and do this, or have DoorDash bring your food to school, or just, there's kind of things like that where we're off road. And where we going, I don't know. It's just that now I know that we're jumping off the cliff. The guys that wear the things that look like the wings, the sky, the thing they wear, and they put their arms out and they got wings like Batman, and they jump off of the cliff. That's us.
Right.
We can't.
Dr. Taji said, poor crumble.
Poor crumble. But this still is business.
For a minute. Yeah. Until somebody gets tired of it.
But there's so many. I always go and I see so many videos of these kids that they bite. They're so excited and they bite into the cookie and their face is just. I say, oh, poor children. Oh, poor children.
Fred said the rapture will be here via
sure. And see, Fred, you make that joke, but see, this is what it is, that people are going to be making all kinds of things. Just get ready for, if you get on Sora, whatever app, doesn't have to be Sora, whatever the next thing is, and we get on it. It could be even in Facebook or Meta or whatever. YouTube is doing it where you can make shorts. I think we talked about it a couple times that YouTube was putting all these AI tools in. A matter of fact, ignored this on my YouTube. When I go to YouTube, I just kind of ignored it. But then I stopped and looked at it. I'm like, what is this trying to get my attention? YouTube has a thing where you can make your own video. Has anybody seen that, or is it just me?
No, I'm gonna have to go back and pay attention to the notifications.
Let me see. It's on the YouTube page. There's no notification, and I ignored it because I ignore a lot of stuff. But I took a look, and I was like, "Oh my God, I can make a video on any subject that I want." It's not. Oh, here it is. Let me see if I can. Okay, let me see if I can bring this up. All right, let me. Okay. It was like, I ignored it. It was there the whole time, and I was just like, what is this YouTube? I don't got time. Okay, so let me see if I can zoom this. I want to zoom it in a little bit. No. Oh, there it is. Oh. How do I get? Oh, there it is. So there's a whole bunch of stuff, Trump and whatever, Taylor Swift. See this? Ask for videos any way you like beta. Has anybody seen that? Is it showing up on the screen?
Okay, show me. Ask for. Oh yeah, I see that. They just kind of slid that in there. I have not seen that. Okay, ask. Ask in your words here. Let's see what it does, TJ.
Tell me about marketing strategy.
Ask for videos anyway.
So this is what came up. So there's a video, 5 brand new digital marketing strategy for 2025, digital marketing 101. What is strategy? It is a lot simpler than you think.
Oh, so they're doing a search base within.
Yes.
And these are people.
Oh, I don't want to do not intro. I'm going to leave it. Yeah. So it goes and it searches for videos. Oops, it keeps going small.
I got it.
Yeah, okay. It searches for videos. It's a new type of search that is, it's the same as going to the search bar. It was just in my face, and I was like, well, what is this? Now, I was thinking that it would make the video, but it'll do that. That'll be something that they could do because of the Sora VO option of text to video. Right now, it just went through and searched, but I ignored it. And I was like, well, why is it asking me to tell me what kind of videos you want? And I was like, what? And I tried it. And I was like, oh, it's like a little search feature on the page. Instead of me going to the top or going to Google or whatever.
And going like out to instead of you going out into the wild.
Yes, into Google or however I was searching before. It's right in the middle of the page. So
and
now
it's bringing you the videos.
Right. So now if I interact with one of those, the next time I come in, it's going to show me the next of that person or similar, which I was like, I just kind of ignored it because I saw this thing. All I saw was beta. I was like, I don't have time, YouTube. I kept scrolling past it. And then one day I was like, wait a minute. This thing is letting me make I thought it was making a video, but it doesn't. It just goes in and searches all of the content that is already there for me, to meet my search demand. Really, that's what it's doing. But it could be the fact of, I want to make a video about and YouTube will make it right in the middle of that page. It could be where we're going. I have one more thing that I want to do on this AI junk. I forgot I'm calling it junk. And I don't even know if I saved it. Oh my goodness, I didn't save it. I was on LinkedIn and I thought I saved it. No, I didn't save it. Oh goodness. I found on LinkedIn, I went to LinkedIn and somebody that I follow or connected with liked or commented on this post. And I went and investigated it because something that was said caught my eye. Let me see if I can find it another way. It was about AI creating AI videos or AI creation. It was something like that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And it took me to this page with the guy who is an AI video creator in Germany.
While you're looking that up, Fred
Okay,
has
go
a
ahead.
comment. He said
Uh-huh.
there was a saying back in the day, hold the phone, which meant wait a minute. What in the
Yes.
world? What in the world? Now we're all holding the phone. We're all like, oh my gosh. And we do this every day, and we're like, what? Imagine the people that we work with who don't see this every day. They're
Right.
like panicking. They're like,
Yes.
what?
Yes.
This
Yes.
it's not real. I'm like,
Yes.
okay.
And we're getting to the point where it's going to be you won't be able to trust that's why I threw in the Tilly part. You won't be able to trust anything visual that you see online, whereas we used to be able to trust it.
And
I
people are
cannot
like, I can tell that's AI. No, you can't. Stop lying.
No, it's not. Now you can. Today, that's why I said it's a tidal wave that's coming in. This is the tidal waves coming in from the earthquake out in the ocean. That wave is coming in to shore. That you will not
ready?
be. It used to be a point where if you saw it on video, you trusted it 100%. You cannot do that anymore, and for some people, that's going to make them afraid. Understandably so. They're going to panic.
Right.
They're going to be afraid.
And so now the smart entrepreneur is going to help them decipher what's real and what's Memorex.
Okay, I can't find it. Let me just if I find it later, I'll put the link in. But it was on LinkedIn, and he was a young guy in Germany. I think he was an AI video creator or something, and he showed this video where he did line drawing storybook, like storybook.
Stick figures.
No, what is it? The storyboard. I don't know why I said storybook. He storyboard a quick scene for a movie. Like it was like 20 seconds or something, and he hand drew it. Like not stick figures, but he hand drew it like lines, just dark. He drew a this, he drew a that, and I gotta find it because it blew me away. Whatever app or process that he used, it turned it to an illustrated movie where the people were illustrated and talking. It wasn't quite like real like us, but it wasn't stick figure. It was illustrated. It's like, do you remember, and Dr. Tachi might remember, this video from the 80s from the band called Aha. Let me know, Fred or Dr. Tachi. The group called Aha. They had a video that was all black and white, and they illustrated the people and they moved. And it was like, it wasn't cartoony. It was that kind of thing, but colored. It had color in it, and the people's mouth moved and they talked, and it was a scene about that. I thought I saved it. I don't know if I'm gonna ever be able to find it. Oh my goodness. That's the one thing about LinkedIn. If you lose something, if you don't save it, you won't be able to find it if you don't remember the person's name. And I saw this thing and I was just like amazed. And he was talking about the process. Oh, and here's the other piece of it. How they animated the drawings was that somehow he had two people act it out, and they matched the drawing to the action of the people. You know how they do the green screen movies with the actors when they have to talk to dinosaurs or something, and they put that green thing on them, and they put the balls on them, and they match it to. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they kind of had them acted like they were just regular dress in an office and acting out the scene, but they matched it to the line drawing.
So I want to tell you what I saw yesterday. OpenAI did a developer's thing yesterday,
right,
where you can draw whatever it was and AI created it. You drew it on a piece of paper.
Yes.
And AI created that thing.
Okay.
And so that is a thing.
Yes. Right.
It's not.
It's a thing, but the way that he did it, it was some kind of. It was no. There was not a lot of steps between it. I can't explain it.
And that's what I agree with you, and that's what happened. That is what happened yesterday with OpenAI's presentation. You drew whatever it was, and it created the thing.
Right. But see, from what I saw from this guy in Germany, that they had acted out the scene, and I wish I could find it. But
they said there were Jay Pozo. I don't know if he's from Germany or not. Sachin Kamath, Martin Gent, James Lindsay. He generated a commercial using a storyboard timeline sequence.
Yeah, no, this wasn't OpenAI. This is not. This guy wasn't connected to OpenAI. It was some.
No. This is. I'm just saying these are different people.
Right, but they're probably so I'm going to take a look at that. But I thought I usually with LinkedIn, I try to save it because if it's from a person that I'm connected with, but I'm not connected with that person on LinkedIn, I won't ever find the post. That's the only thing I hate about it. I wish they had a history tab, so because I could go and look in the history, and I might have followed this guy off of that. Let me see if I followed him, because that maybe that way. I was just so blown away by it. I was like, you are kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Oh, how do I find the people that I follow on LinkedIn? This proves you I don't use LinkedIn a lot, like where to find things at. Let me see. Saved items. No.
This might be the guy. Oh no, he's from England, United Kingdom.
Oh no, it's not going to be anything that's connected with that.
No, I'm just saying he's using AI. He brought a storyboard to life too. Wow.
I don't know how to find. That's why I try to screenshot or save, or when I'm in LinkedIn, especially in the mobile version, because if you're not connected to the person, you won't ever find the post again. I was like, oh my God, how did I? That's one thing I love about LinkedIn. Like, if somebody that I follow or connected with on LinkedIn, if they comment on somebody that I know nothing about, I get to see that person's content, and if I like it, then I connect with them or follow or whatever, what have you. I just thought it was really interesting. So, I can't. It's somewhere, but it was just so. And I was like, young kid in Germany. He's like an AI video content something, he said, and he did a lot of work with different apps and this and that. And I was like, okay, this is somebody I want to follow just to see what they're talking about, like whatever new thing that may come across my feed when I go to LinkedIn. But I'll find it. It's just that's why I like Reddit, because Reddit has a history tab. So if you see something on Reddit and you like looked at it, like opening in Reddit will save it, and you can go to your history, because I've done things on Reddit. I was like, well, I didn't follow or save. Well, where is it? There's a history tab. So yeah, Fred is here. Let me get in Fred's comments. Did we see this one?
No, not yet. Let's no.
Okay, I don't know where we were, so we want
to I dare anyone to leave their phone at home and leave the house.
Okay.
We have awareness the newer folks may not have. That's the key, Fred.
Right.
There was a cartoon on Captain Kangaroo when the characters were drawn on a fence and boom, they came to life.
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. Tachi said, Fred, that was Simon in the Land of Chalk Drawings. Was that Simon in the Land of Chalk?
Kangaroo. You taking it back, Fred. Captain Kangaroo.
Right. There needs to be a term where someone creates something in Sora or whatever, it takes off, and then others follow the same, then hence copy it. Hence copy it. Right.
But see, this I'll find it later. I had it somewhere. But see, this is the world of discovery we're in now. Like Fran said, the horse and buggy moment. It's the flipping of the switch. Are we ready? No, but it's happening. It's happening.
Dr. Tachi said sorified.
I like that. Sorified. And there's going to be Sora is today. Next week there'll be another. It's only because these things are being created so easily with AI. It's real easy to take AI and make an app and make a code or start the code or this and that. So these things will come. They will come quicker and quicker and quicker to where we're not going to even be able to catch up with it. Like, oh, did you know you could do this? Oh, did you know there's an actress called Tilly or whoever it was and she's AI and you don't even know it? Because I remember when they were making the ads on YouTube with the AI guy, I was like, that guy's AI. Now it's like, do you know? Because they're using your face or a person's face. And here we go. So we're in that place, everybody, where it's gonna be scary because we're used to trusting what we see. Video, right? And audio, and because there was a time back in the day, we are analog, that you could not fake that. Now,
I remember when Terralina brought us that news story with all the newscasters that were all AI.
Yes. Well,
every last one of the stories were real. The newscasters were all AI.
And speaking of that, since you reminded me, I was going to talk about this on Friday. There's a new app called Hux, Huxe, that will give you the news, AI news, and you I forgot how I set it up, but I have a big tech roundup, and it does. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick.
Good afternoon, Terry. Welcome back to Big Tech Roundup. Last time we covered NVIDIA hitting a $4.5 trillion market cap.
Let's pull up the latest moves and launches across Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Microsoft.
So it goes. So that's one of the things. But I can make my own station of news. So I have one, marketing, social media. That I can make, whatever your interest is. You can go there, and AI generates from, the news sources. You can even put your own. It's like Feedly. Has anybody used Feedly? The feed where you put your feeds in and it brings it. It's like that, except it makes it in this news audio world of, okay, what's the good afternoon. What's the latest news stories? So instead of me going to CNN, CNBC, Yahoo News, whatever news, financial news, whatever, I can put it in here and it goes and grabs it and it reads me the stories. I just downloaded this, I think, last week. I forgot about it, but now I went in. I was like, okay, because you're saying about the story with the journalists. Here we are. The AI news. And it goes to the sources and pulls up, if I'm interested in Wall Street, there's certain websites that talk about Wall Street and financial news and, Wall Street Journal, whatever. I could put all those things in, or it will go and find it and I can curate the news how I want it. And that way I don't ever have to see any news about that man.
So this is going to be interesting. This will be interesting for everybody who you can curate your own news station.
Yes. With that app. And then of course, Meta might do this and put it in the Meta app because they would want you to stay and have a pleasant experience. You know, a lot of things are political. So Meta might put something in Facebook to where, hey, you're tired of seeing the news about that guy or that person, or this will curate your news. And I've always talked about that, curating your feed. Here we are. You can curate it where it's going to audio talk to you using AI and give you the rundown of the news.
And you can, so you know how they used to have the morning briefing?
Yes.
And you used to be able to talk to your device and say, give me what, you know, the weather, morning news, blah, 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 blah. Well, that was almost a Pandora's box.
Yeah.
That almost was a Pandora's box, because you're like, I don't know what news I'm going to get this morning.
Right.
But
so now you can set it to, I don't want news about that person. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear any Taylor Swift stuff. She got a new album. And every time I go to this and that, they're talking about a new album. I'm like, I don't care about that. Give me the news. Give me the financial news from Yahoo Finance.
Right. And so you can set up your assistant and your communications assistant.
Yes.
I need you to bring me this news every morning. I need you to bring me the weather. And you can, I think you might be able to do shortcuts on your phone to cause all of that to happen.
Right.
And you created your environment for the morning.
Yes. A pleasant experience instead of getting whatever. You know, even if I go to NPR, they are reporting about that person. And I'm like, I don't want to hear any stories. NPR.
So you get to decide what you want to hear.
And it's not made up. It's from like I said, whatever financial news you follow, whatever political news you follow, whatever, you know, source. It will pull it up because that's what AI is, just going to the internet and pulling it up for me based on my filter. The things that I
like this. I like this better. I don't have to get the trash.
And I can listen.
You don't have to get the junk mail brought in with all the other mail. Just bring me.
Thank you for saying that, because it reads my mail. I forgot. Huh? Yes, that's why yes, HUXE Hux. Because I hooked up my Gmail account, and why didn't it do it? It will go through and read my mail and give me the most, because I've starred mail with, you know, I marked it as important. I believe it goes through. Why didn't it do it this time? Oh, here it is. Let me see.
When it reads it to you?
Hold up.
Hey, Terry, right in the middle of Tuesday. Cloudy and a bit warm out there in New York, with rain rolling in tonight. So maybe keep an umbrella handy.
Glad to have you back. It's been a few days. No big events on your schedule, so we can keep the pace up and just focus on the essentials.
Later on, we've got some big updates in the AI world, fresh moves from OpenAI, plus a shakeup in the art and museum scene that's making headlines today.
Let's jump straight into your email updates for the latest on your world. Then
it goes through my email.
All right. Moving on to your inbox. Today's looking fairly routine, with just one key update that needs attention and the usual batch of newsletters and promo offers rounding things out. Your most important email comes from Namecheap Renewals.
See? So it's set to my Namecheap. One of my domains is about to expire, so it told me in here because it read my email.
Okay.
I forgot. That's the part of it that got me.
So and how much is that app?
It didn't cost me anything. I don't think it cost me anything.
Oh, wait.
That's why. Now I remember. That's why I downloaded it, because it will read my email. It will go through because I have newsletters and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
It's the
Pandora
Daily
is the
Free.
mother.
Go ahead. Let me see if I can
Fred
find it
said
for you.
Pandora is the mother of Sora, rumor has it. And then he said curation is a gold mine for algorithm and advertisers. Yep, it is. And Fred said, yes, you can program the iPhone to summarize and read mail. Huh. He said, I don't want that. I don't want AI in all my
this
business.
is my Gmail, so I'm really not, like I said, it told me it's full of newsletters and stuff. So,
and free apps cost you your privacy.
Let me bring it up here we go. Hux, Huxe. Your world becomes personalized audio. Your email becomes morning briefings. Your interests become live stations. Always fresh, always updating content made only for you. It's personalized, and it comes. This is how I found it. It came from the people who created Notebook LLM.
Okay, so that's a Gemini situation, or
no, it's Google. It's not owned by Google. It's the people that create. They're not with them anymore. This is their own thing.
Oh,
their own company. No, they're not. It's not a Google product. The people that made the product and probably sold it to Google, or they left it. They're not. It's not Google affiliated. I don't know how I found it, but I found it, and of course, I'm going to try it. And there you have it. So now we're going we're going with this live stream. So let's wrap this up, because we can keep going.
Because I just got a new tool, and he said that app would be cool for reading impaired and others.
Yes, I like apps like that because it frees me up from reading. Not that I have a problem with reading. I don't have a problem. I can go to Gmail.
Right. And but who wants to dig around in Gmail? I'm like,
I could do something else while it's reading to me. See? And also, I didn't even thank you, Fred, for thinking of the hearing and visual impaired, or the people with disabilities, or that need help. These tools are godsends for them. So somebody that's visually impaired, they could have their mail read to them. And they're, like Fred said, did he say the iPhone does it? They all do it, but I just was like, this app was like, I could do my mail and make my own personalized news feeds.
And so what I'm saying is that it was easier to do it with that app than it was trying to figure it out on iPhone.
Right. It was
I know iPhone does it.
Yeah, it was tap, connect my Gmail, tap. And I connected to my Gmail because this is one of the emails that I'm like, I'm not, Google got me already. So I'm like, it was not like one where there's financial stuff going to. So I was like, I didn't have a problem connecting. But I do see that concerned. So I would, Gmail is easy to set up, or whoever. I'm not sure if it's other email, but it was Gmail. Just set up a Gmail and sign up for newsletters or things that you want, and have that come in. And
and look, we were doing that when back in the day before we were putting in our credit cards to go shopping on Amazon. We was not going to do it.
Yeah, I remember those days. Like, oh, I'm not putting my credit card on this internet. Now it's.
Fred said if you have the new iOS iPhone update, it's all easier.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna look into it.
I don't think I have it. So
I have the 26, and I'm telling you, when you go in, the cheese is moved. Search is on the bottom. Stuff is not where it normally was.
Cheese.
Yeah, stuff. You're gonna have to be like, okay, wait. Oh yeah, the search is on the bottom. Stuff is not.
Things are moved. They moved the cheese. Okay, guys. So we did a lot of talking today. I hope it was informative. I hope this that the things that we talked about today, these are things that are happening, and there's going to be more. Like Fran said, the horse and buggy moment is here. And
I'm going with the horses. I'm going with the car now.
Yeah, we're on the other side, and I did not know that Dr. Sachi. Well, I should assume that she talked about that Tilly. I could not remember her last name, but that's a big discussion that's happening now in Hollywood and media about the AI actresses.
I'm just saying, you better be really good at your acting job.
Yes,
and not causing problems, because
this is all, we're all at the beginning of it. There's just one now. It's just, you know, we're at the edge. Get the edge.
Or should you, in the acting world, you should be on the other side and not necessarily be an actor, but a producer or a director or something where you get to call the shots instead of being on the other
there
end.
you go. There you go. See, that's the other side of it, where you learn how to use these tools to make the because there's going to be businesses that don't want to do any of this. They don't want to investigate or learn the process. Like I said, with the images I make, it took me a while because I sat and tuned and clicked and tuned and typed. And some people don't want to do that. Some businesses don't want to do that. That's where you come in and you make the money off of that, doing it because you like doing it. But you have to give them exactly what they want with the AI tool, and that's going to take practice. So get to practicing, because we're at the edge. So
Fred said yes. Jesus moves.
And so we can have this discussion about, oh, it's not real, it's not this. It's to the younger crowd.
It is real.
Alpha, they grow up with this. They growing up with Tilly. Tilly don't bother them.
Fred said, don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm not trying to lose my head. It's like an AI jungle sometimes.
You put the AI jungle. I love that, Fred. I love that. That's where we are. The AI. Oh, I love. See, Fred comes in here and gives us all these good titles. AI jungle. That's what it is. So there's, you know, growing up in an analog world, this can be scary, but to the younger crowd, it's no big deal. They're not going to care. They're going to consume it.
Yep.
So,
well, thank you, TJ.
We'll talk about this. This topic is not over. So.
No, and if you want to connect with Terry, you need to go to terryjohnsononline.com/info, because you're going to need to keep up. Yeah, and you're going to need to strap in. You know, what did they say? Jump in, put on your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride. The ride is already.
We're in that rocket. We're not riding in a car. We're on that rocket to Mars. We're not riding down the street we're not going in the mountains of California, riding on the highway, Pacific Coast Highway. No, we strapping in, going to Mars.
So make sure you are strapped in, because she'll bring it.
Try.
Thank you, Fred. Fred said it was good chat. Buckle up.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Dr.
So Terry,
thank you, everybody watching the replay.
Yes, terryjohnsononline.com/info. Connect with her there. If you want to become a part of the Bizchicks community, we have a brand new website, people. We got a brand new website. Bizchicks.net. Just go right there. Or you can text Biz to 33777. However you connect, we just want to say thank you. You could have been anywhere else, but you are right here with us.
Yes,
learning right here with us, and we appreciate that.
Yes.
So TJ and I will be back on Friday along with Dr. Tachi and Terralina for Tech Life Weekly. So check back in there. There's a lot of stuff that happens between Tuesday and Friday. So we will give you the latest and the greatest on Friday as well. You can see Coach Karen tomorrow if you want to talk about getting your money straight, and Robin Shimizu on Thursday with Happy Healthy Habits. We are here to help you have a fun and profitable business and to take the hassle out of your hustle.
Yeah.
We will see you next time. Thank you so much. Looking forward to our next adventure together. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.